G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are going to get our tipping hats on. It's going to be a very exciting first week of finals. We're all looking pretty forward to it. So yeah, first week of the finals. First game up, we have got Geelong and Hawthorn at the MCG on the Friday night. Absolutely massive game as it always is. And we'll go with you first, Shorty, mate. Who are you going to go with? By what margin and why have you done that?
Pains me to say it, but I'm going with the Hawks. That's 17 points, but
17.
Yeah, it'll be a ripping match. Great way to start the final series. I just think, as I've probably mentioned in some of the Geelong videos and reviews, if you've seen some of them, that if the two sides played their best, then I think the Hawks come out on top.
Definitely.
They're a pretty devastating side. We all know what they're good at. They tear you up with the foot skills. They're a pretty good clearance side. They're just an all-round quality team. That's why they finished second. Of course, the Cats are a chance to cause an upset.
Yeah.
The ability, these matches can swing and turn in momentum shifts, so it will be a chance, no doubt about it. But I'm going with Hawthorn. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm sure we can probably tip with confidence it'll be a cracking match. So
absolutely.
That's one to look forward to. And who are you giving your tip to, mate? The tipster's back.
Yeah, finally. Well, I've gone with the Hawks as well by 13 points. As Shorty said, yeah, when they played their best, they're very hard to beat, and if you're having a shootout with them, you can just about back them in to win. Like Fremantle said, no sirree a few weeks ago. They said, we're better than you. But yeah, no, we do have a sensational record against the Hawks. I think it's 12 of the last 14 going our way, and last time we played, Hawks got home by 23, maybe with a bit more intent than us, but who knows, we're not going to know till the actual game comes around, and yeah, I just think they've got a bit more experience as well. That can help you sometimes, but I think inexperience can certainly be magnified as long also with some of the inconsistencies in our game that have shown up as well. But yeah, it will be a great game. I'm going Hawks by 13, and we'll move into the next game. We've got Sydney and Fremantle at, I think it's ANZ Stadium, Saturday afternoon. Another absolute classic. Always a cliffhanger between these two. Who have you gone with, mate?
ANZ Stadium. Gosh, if you're a Swans fan, you'd hate that little contract. I mean, why on earth do they want to play there? It's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm going Sydney by 10 points. I'll be much more confident if it was at the SCG.
Yeah.
I really reckon Fremantle have a massive chance here. I really do. I mean, they're back in some really good form. But I rate Sydney so highly. I really do. I mean, despite
he likes the Swannies.
I do. I mean, they've got so many weapons. It's such a hard-running midfield. They've got the two-pronged attack. Still got a few doubts over whether Luke McFarlane's at his best and whatnot. I think they might struggle with Tippett and Franklin and even Reid. Goods isn't quite at his peak. He's not playing too well at the moment, so I'm not including him in those. But
wants to play for free, but move on from that.
Yeah, and a great half-back line that rebounds and allows their midfield to run as hard as they do. I'm going with the Swans with reasonable confidence, but certainly Fremantle know how to travel and make an upset in a qualifying final. So
they do, mate. They do.
It's like you said, it's a cracking game and another beauty for the finals. It's such a great week for the first one, but I'll go with the Swans. Yeah,
sounds good. I've gone with Fremantle by 8 points. The Dockers, anywhere, anytime, these blokes, they know how to get the job done, and they've hit form at the right time of the year, I think. And Sydney haven't been that great the last few weeks, maybe a few dead rubber games, and yeah, maybe not at 100%, but no, I think Fremantle will stranglehold them early in the year. I mean, you can't read too much into that because that means nothing on the day, as Ross Lyon will say. Past results are irrelevant. And I think early in the year anyway, it was Sydney by 17 at the SCG. Fremantle maybe had a few players out and not hitting their straps at that time of the year. So, no, I reckon they're in as good a form as anyone and will be a force to reckon with over the final series. So, going Freo by 8, but it'll be another classic match.
Michael Walters made a very big inclusion of plate, which shakes his game up a bit. He's been in good form.
He's an excellent player. Yeah. Moving on to the next game, we have got Essendon and North Melbourne at the MCG on the Friday night. These guys have not played at the MCG, I don't think since 2003 or something like that. It's been a very long time. Mate, who have you gone with?
Gone North Melbourne, mate.
Good pick.
It took me a while to think about it. It's almost based on, it never comes down to one player, but Jay Carlisle, Bombers' form hasn't been as good, but without him, if he doesn't get up, they really seem to lack direction and a genuine forward target. So I'm going with North Melbourne here. I think Lockie Hansen's in a bit of doubt, which is a fairly decent out for them, but they'll welcome a few players back as well.
Yeah, had a bit of a rest.
Yeah, going on the old scale of if they're at their best, I think North Melbourne win this game. I think North are a quality side, and they've shown they can knock off some really big sides.
Definitely.
So I expect them to perform here. Obviously, they'll want to because they want to get Harvey back in the next week.
Yeah.
Intriguing one there.
X Factor.
But I think their midfield runs pretty deep. Do Essendon rely too heavily on Watson, Goddard and Heppel? I'm not sure, but I'm going North Melbourne by 10 points, I think. So I think it'll be close.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so it'll be a very interesting match, but yeah, big watch on Carlisle whether he gets up or not. So yeah, going North Melbourne. Just how about yourself, mate?
I've gone with North Melbourne as well by 20 points. I reckon they're just a little bit of class above the Bombers at the moment. Obviously, not a whole lot in it, but yeah, welcoming back a few players, which will be pretty handy for them. Had a bit of a rest, and Essendon may not have had that luxury. And last few weeks, they've really struggled with their starts. West Coast really got the jump on them, who aren't really a great side, you could argue.
Yeah.
And yeah, they haven't quite. And Gold Coast got off to a good start as well without Gary Ablett, and they've proven to not be a great force without him, and lost to the Tigers the week before that. So form a bit questionable towards the latter parts of the season. And North, they aren't in fantastic form either, but I think their form's just a little bit better at the moment. And yeah, maybe just have a bit more. Maybe a bit more to play for and a few more classier players. Who knows? But we'll find out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll go with North by 20. And the next one we have got is it Richmond and Port Adelaide at the Adelaide Oval Sunday afternoon. Who have we gone with for this one?
What a ripper! They're all rippers. Let's be honest.
Yeah, they all could go either way, as we said.
Yeah, and this will be a really good game. I mean, tough to pick as well. I mean, can the Tigers make it a perfect 10? I don't think they will, mate. I think with Port Adelaide.
Oh, the fairy tale finish is gone.
It's tough. Like, Richmond playing very good footy, have shown they can travel, yes, but Port, I think they'll be primed for this match. Their form, like you said with Fremantle, they're peaking once again. They smashed Carlton. Were reasonable against Fremantle.
Yep.
Didn't see the match, but you know, they were with them for a reasonable portion of the game in tough situation. But yeah, I think they have the running power and the firepower to get the job done. Jay Schultz was in some form, I should say.
He was great.
Kick 6, I think. Yeah, you can see going Richmond's way, but yeah, it's almost magnified the travel in a final. And, you know, the Adelaide crowd will be ferocious.
Coming back from Sydney as well.
Yeah, I just wonder, did they play their final last week against Sydney? I know if you ask Trent Cotchin, he'll be saying they've been playing elimination finals for 9 weeks, but the fact is Sydney one was built up so much. Have to win this, then we're in finals. You just wonder whether some of the players are maybe mentally spent on that match, but I think Port Adelaide are a good enough side, and they've shown that throughout the year that I think they'll get the job done. So I'll tip Port Adelaide by 26 points here, mate.
Sounds good.
Yeah, yourself?
I've gone with the Tigers, the fairy tale finish. I'm not confident about it at all, but yeah, it's my upset, if you like. So yeah, I reckon they'll win by 2 points. It'll be very close, but they like playing Port Adelaide. Over the last few years, they've had a pretty good record against. I think it's 4 out of the last 5 in South Australia. So and they travelled to Adelaide Oval earlier in the year, and only a few weeks ago against the Crows, and got the job done there. And they've shown the ability to travel very well and get the job done against some pretty decent sides as well. West Coast, I guess, not a great team, but it's never easy going over to Perth, getting a win there. And yeah, obviously Sydney probably didn't have that much to play for. Tigers, you know, it was a cutthroat game for them.
Had all to play for.
So yeah, I think maybe the fairy tale finish, they seemingly have a bit of the wood over Port, but I expect Port to be absolutely their best because they're peaking at the right time of the year as well. They've timed it to perfection, so certainly wouldn't be surprised if Port win because I think they will, but I'm just tipping the Tigers to go a little bit different. So
just shake things up.
Just to shake it up. Got to have an upset in there somewhere. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are our tips for the first week of the final series. Feel free to comment your tips and maybe the margins as well if you feel like it. And yeah, like the video if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to us as well. And also got the Twitter accounts in the description below, so go follow us on that. And thank you very much for sticking around, guys. We'll see you all soon.